Last time.
Go find some booty you workaholic. Okay, sure.
Hey, I'm Baddest Trice. I mean Galesse.
I'm taken maybe by that gray-haired woman. Old what's her name? Flirt with ladies or whatever. Here goes. Hi. I sound like a scumbag, but I'm actually a nice guy. The fact that I was raised by a king and a demigod who are both pretty full of themselves is not helping me.
Have you met me, Kyle? What I need is a mammoth's tusk.
My friend's husband went missing helping a caravan.
Just outside Roper's Gorge.
He should have listened to his wife. Like the best hot anime waifus in Skyrim, I have a sad backstory.
The next quest in Dirtyborn has some time passed before Galesse brings it up, so I'm taking a small detour with Amorous Adventures.
You're looking to become a merchant?
Before my ma and da passed, I told them that one day I'd become the best trader in Skyrim. I met one of the caravan leaders, Patron. He said he'd help me get started if I could bring him a mammoth's tusk. Easier said than done.
Maybe I can help you. Here's your mammoth tusk.
Thank you. This should turn that old cat's gaze. Maybe I'll be able to become a caravaneer myself one day. As promised, let me show you a thing or two about bargaining. Don't want some shifty merchant giving you a raw trade.
You're in love with Michael?
There's some company I certainly prefer over others. Someone special. Someone who loves me dearly. I wish he were here now. Do you ever deal with the Khajiit at all?
The caravans? Why do you ask?
Well, goodbye. And if you happen to see me, Kyle, tell him I was asking about him.
It's kind of a weird and abrupt end to the conversation.
I don't think so.
Wow, Skyrim people really like to sleep in.
These days,
Your actions show a lack of respect.
comfortable to wear, and easier to put on.
Can we speak about Ysolda?
Oh, no, thank you. I'd rather not tangle with her right now.
I understand you two are united.
I admit, I was not expecting to hear that.
I had to deal with her because of Galesse, but I think I'm genuinely interested, if you're not. I was hoping you could tell me more about her.
Sure. What can I do for you?
I asked if she was seeing anyone and she mentioned you.
Oh, don't believe those rumors, my friend. That doesn't begin to describe it. She's a friend.
The way they've mixed spliced dialogue here makes it make less sense, but I understand what they were getting
Just
at.
friends, that's all.
Oh, were you after her yourself? Huh, she's all yours. I won't stand in your way, my friend. You have my word.
I have to admit, I'm surprised. You have something of a reputation.
Yes, you do raise a good point. I have a decent mind for women. It's what I was meant to do.
So why no interest in Ysolda?
Ah, yes, that. There were, well, complications.
What kind of complications?
She's one crazy Nord lass. She may not look like she is, but I can tell. She mixes with all sorts of nasty people.
She asked me to bring her a mammoth tusk. Any idea why?
The tusk of a mammoth. Wait. I think she's going to use it. Yield to it. I hope it brings her comfort.
What are you suggesting?
I know that it would be difficult for her, at least for a time. But if she'd just take it nice and slow, she can handle it.
That's ridiculous. Have you seen the size of those tusks?
I understand what women do, but I don't always understand how they do it.
What about those nasty people you mentioned?
She seems rather sympathetic to the Khajiit.
Hey, don't hate on the Khajiit.
They're shunned by most. Most Nords want nothing to do with it. No offense, of course.
So, what now?
Last time we talked you were telling me a story. Tell me more.
Sure. I spent a lot of my time in solitude when I first arrived. Learned a lot more about the history. The city houses the weakest people I've met. All of them pampered and sheltered from danger. So when Ulfric shows up and challenges the king, everyone just stood around in fear and watched. They were all so fucking weak because of their pampered life.
Interesting.
Useless fucks. After Ulfric came in and killed High King Torig, chaos broke out everywhere. I decided I would just travel Skyrim and take in the sights for now. It wasn't the first time I've moved around though. I've met a lot of people and also made a few enemies along the way. I'd like to know more about you as well.
What do you want to know?
I can already see that you're Red Guard. So, where were you born and raised?
Here in Skyrim. I've never even been to Hammerfell.
And here you are, still here. You must be used to this cold by now. Is your family still living here?
Duh. My dad's the High King. My mom is really hard to pin down though. Who knows where she actually is at any given time. And I guess that sums up my childhood as well. Me and Damien had to fend for ourselves a lot growing up, and we got tough. Once we had Runa to lean on, it got a little easier.
I understand. I left home after my parents passed. It was years ago. I carry them with me though.
How well do you know Skyrim?
I've been around, met lots of people. This can be a tough land, but I learned a few things that I didn't expect.
Like,
Well, it seems like everyone is in need of help. You'll hear a lot of tough talk from people. Yet, they'll always ask someone else to carry out things for them. If they're dangerous.
have you helped others?
I have. As much of a bitch I can be, I still try and help when I can.
Reminds me of Distana.
What else can you tell me?
People marry fairly quickly here.
Also Distana.
It doesn't take much to make an impression either. Some woman will throw themselves at you for splitting a couple armloads of wood.
Incidentally, what are the addresses of these women? Seems pretty disparate.
You think that's easy? Many people will throw sex at you freely. Whether it is a hole or a dick, or both, people are pretty free with sex. Makes me wonder why everyone has goats and chickens. You never see them go to slaughter.
Well, I assume milk and eggs, respectively. Galesse, you're pretty fucked up.
It's important to let others know where you stand, and what your attractions and desires are. Word travels fast here, cause everyone has a big fucking mouth. Myself, I like both men and women. It depends on the person. What about you?
Well, saying nothing about myself in real life or my other characters, Fenrir's pretty vanilla.
I'm attracted to women.
That's good to know. I'll let others know if I'm asked. It'll save you the trouble of telling them. I can't think of anything else at the moment.
Thanks for all your help, Galesse. Is there anything I can do for you?
There is actually, if you don't mind. I made my parents a promise when I was younger, that when they passed, I would spread their ashes in the Sea of Ghost. Let's head up north near the old Tulla's shrine on the water. That seems like a great place to do it. Will be nice to have someone watching my back, while I say a few final words.
Yep, that was the dialogue. I'm going to be doing both things, mod salad style.
Good to see you.
I've come to talk to you about Ysolda.
Ah, have you?
I think she may be in love with one of your Khajiit.
It is Madran who she loves. Oh, yes. And why would you be looking for me? I am not sure I appreciate your presence here, friend.
And do you feel the same way for her?
An astute question. In truth, I do not, for I miss my home greatly. It is only memory of home that will bring a smile to this one's eyes and peace to his heart in this cold land. Not only that, but these Nords have no love for us. They look upon us and see only thieves and smugglers.
Shouldn't Ysolda's heart be free to find peace as well?
I had not thought of it that way.
She believes you love her.
No. That was not supposed to happen.
Do you even care enough about her to tell her the truth?
I wish I could say that I did not. Besides, who would ever want to harm such beauty?
So you'll tell her the truth?
Indeed, that would be best. I hope you'll agree that these dark deeds are best left forgotten.
Very well.
Fortune smiles upon this meeting. The wise trader finds the best opportunities. And she's a ripe opportunity indeed, no? If you want her soon, if it entices, fetch for me some of my merchandise. Then, I will show you how.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Just bring it back to me, and we'll see what kind of deal we can make. It is all in this note. May you walk on warm sands.
I, for one, am glad to know that the thing Mikhail was suggesting about the mammoth tusk was just BS.
What the hell is that thing? Oh, I saw one of these with Mom. Another otherworldly beast. They're getting more common.
Pretty immersive that they're fighting each other. Oh my god, he just flattened that guy. You know, I think I might need to replace the throwable shields because for him, he's got a ton of ranged weapons and it prevents me from being able to block attacks while it's in the air.
Is this the place?
It is. I appreciate you coming with me. Give me a few moments, please. And make sure no wild animals attack me from behind. See, I told you both I would keep my promise. You're free now. I'll never forget what you both taught me. But I'm gonna be okay. I love you. Don't say anything yet, just kiss me. Come here. Strange how courage and our sense of comfort disappear with the daylight. I'm going to take a few hundred gold, though I have some drinking money for the weekend.
What the fuck? They were having a moment. The vendor's looking off into the distance and she just snatched his coin purse.
You feel better now.
What? You didn't like the kiss?
The kiss was nice. I was speaking about getting the ashes spread.
Oh, yes, I feel much better. It's like a weight lifted off my shoulders. I've been carrying it around for, well, years now.
Why here? There must be a reason for this place.
Growing up, my dad was a blacksmith. He did a lot of work on the ships as well. Every couple of years, or so, he would sail to Solitude to restock on supplies he couldn't find back home. On one of his trips, he brought me along. I was just a kid. My first time leaving home.
I've made that trip once to Valenwood. Must have been exciting.
It was exciting but scary. Mom was just starting to get sick. That's why he brought me along. The excitement didn't last though. I got very sick from the motion of the ship. Spent most of my time feeding the fish as I threw up over the rails.
Sounds awful.
For the most part, it was. There was one moment, though. I had to vomit in the middle of the night. I ran to the ship's edge and let it go. When I was finished, my dad was beside me. As he always was. He points towards the shore, and my eyes took on this amazing sight that left me speechless. This large shrine flickering in candlelight. You could see the reflection on the waves. And towering above it all, as if watching over the cliff's edge, stood the shrine of Azura.
Seeing that as a child must have been scary.
But it wasn't. Standing there in the cold sea air, my dad telling me the stories of the shrines. All my seasickness disappeared. It was comforting. I never forgot that night. It was the greatest moment of my childhood. So, when I made my parents the promise, I knew where I would do it.
If I had to pick my best childhood moment, maybe the time I fell into a Dwimber ruin. Took them 6 hours to find me. Sounds like you were close with your dad.
I loved my dad. He used to say things to me that as a child, I thought was foolish. As I got older, I realized he was just preparing me for a cruel world.
Like what?
If you slit somebody's throat, always have a backup plan to make their body disappear.
To be honest, sounds like my mom.
Oh. There's no reason to let the young believe the world is a fantasy. Once you do, you've put them on the road of weakness, and the possibility of dying at the hands of someone stronger.
That's one way of looking at it. So what did you take from your dad's advice?
That line about the body disappearing always stuck with me. It isn't about murder, it's about having a backup plan. He also used to tell me, the best way to find out if you can trust somebody is to trust them.
You seem to struggle with the trust thing.
No. Yes. Oh, I don't know. If I'm going to start trusting, then now is the time. I don't know you well, but something about you makes me want to stick around. I have struggled with trust, but I always have a backup plan for life in general. No one knows what path life would take us down. Sometimes you have to commit dark deeds for your own survival. I've learned to use the secrets of others to my own advantage. I keep journals of things I notice in cities, in case I need to use it later on.
I'm not quite following, but I'm sure I'll understand with time.
I'm going to trust you by giving you the journal I just finished writing. You will understand soon enough.
Thank you, and thanks for sharing the story of the shrines. It was beautiful.
It was. Thanks for letting me relive that moment. But it's fucking cold. Let's get out of here. You must have things to do. I'll come along with you, if you'll have me.
Getting late. I'm gonna build a fire. We can camp here.
We often reflect on the challenges of the day, as the evening draws to a close. Beautiful night tonight.
It sure is.
Yes?
I think we need to talk about what happened after you spread the ashes.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have kissed you.
I'm not complaining.
That's good then. Looking back, it probably wasn't the best move. I never asked if you had a partner before I just started sucking face with you. Some people get all but hurt about that shit, you know? There's something about you that's different. And after kissing you, I realized that I better pull the reins back on this.
Why hold back?
I'm usually pretty free with this kind of stuff. But there was something in that kiss that could be dangerous for me. I've got a problem. Can we talk?
You wanted to talk?
I just don't understand it. I've kissed many times before, and it was always the same. It was just a lead up to getting laid. Did you feel a connection as well?
I did. Perhaps there's some chemistry between us.
You really think so?
Want me to kiss you again, to see if anything's there?
Mm-hmm. So, what do you think?
I felt it. Should we take things a little farther?
Not just yet. Let's give it just a little bit longer. I want this to be more than just a one and done.
We should probably get going then.
Good idea. Let's go.
I feel like I'm saying this a lot, but what the hell is this thing? Hey Galesse, as long as we're not aggressive to them, they'd leave us alone. My mom's befriended them, though not all Nords treat them well.
Sleeping tree sap is a potion that gives you a drug-like effect. It slows down movement but increases health.
Oh there, big girl. We just want to recover a body. We mean you no harm.
You should have.
Whoa, don't attack, don't attack. Oh shit, they're drunk. Looks like the giant's gonna help us though.
Let's finish up the meetings. I've been wanting to kill you. That was a good fight.
Thanks, old girl. You're all right. I found your merchandise.
You have already? Ah, very good.
Your man was killed by Gens.
Well, that was an unpleasant bit of business. Madran knows much and tells some. Madran knows many things others do not. If you want her, I will show you how. You will give my regards to her in this note. Through this offer, charm, and a strong will, you will be successful. Of this there is no doubt.
Thanks.
It is difficult to admit, but things won't be the same without her. A word of advice, my friend. She's open-minded about certain things. I think we understand each other. I hope you will find a warmer welcome in your travels than we have found in ours.
Hey, wanna stop at this inn for a little bit? Never been here.
Okay. So how do you envision our future?
It's
Let's
good
go.
to see you out at the tavern, Galesse.
Then why haven't you bought me a fucking drink yet?
A drink with you is not what I had in mind. Let's go someplace where we can be alone.
I'd like to say no, but I need some good dick.
Say what?
So drop the act, and get your cock into me.
Is she fucking serious right now? You know what? Jackass. Are you done?
Your boyfriend is kind of a dick, Galesse. Share the love, man.
Not my boyfriend.
You're so frustrating. Do you think this is normal?
I've strayed so far from normal now. I'll never find my way back. And the truth is, I no longer want to.
We need to discuss a couple things.
Hearing that is never good. What is it you need? Here, I'll come closer.
Talos fucking balls like you're infuriating.
Feeling a little pent up? You know, I don't mind if you go bang Ysolda. I'll even be your wingman.
Alright, fine. I guess I'm gonna go try put the moves on Ysolda. Not because you told me to though.
Alright.
Don't pretend I'm not here, Kafla. Next time, I will kick your ass.
It's getting late and I'm fucking horny.
How is that even possible? It's been like 2 hours. Here, have a gold piece.
Oh, thank you.
By the
Divines,
gods, I hate
bless
these
your
early
kind heart.
birds. You do realize your courage is hidden behind those
All right,
swords
then.
and shields.
Maybe it's time you started respecting my position. A day may come that you need my help, and I may turn my back to you.
Lovely.
Don't antagonize the guards, Galesse.
Evening, your Fenrir.
Sorry.
Hello, friend.
I have a letter for you.
What are you talking about? What's in the letter? What is this? Is this what he really thinks about me?
Yes.
This isn't at all how I imagined things would play out. I was such a fool. How could I let him use me like that?
He does care about you, otherwise he wouldn't have told you the truth.
Yeah, you're right. These Khajiit make a living traveling the roads and selling their wares. Good traders with a good head for business, too. I don't blame anyone.
I also wanted to tell you Ulag was killed by Jans.
So Ulag died? That's too bad. He knew what he was getting into.
I never would have expected you to be mixed up with these kinds of things.
I wish to be much more than just a merchant. I need more experience if I'm going to run an inn someday.
I brought back what he had on him.
Did you? Thank you. I'm always glad to help a friend if I can. This coin should compensate you for all the bother.
I'm not after your coin, he sold it.
And this note, Madron, says you're someone I can trust. Are you the one interested in me?
I am, yes.
I see. Well, if you're looking for company, I suppose I could do worse.
Gee, thanks.
Go. Go right ahead then. Bed me. That's what you want, isn't it? My body. Well, what are you waiting for? Touch it. Come on, use me like an animal. I'll squirm like a skeever for you. Does that cover everything?
I never imagined this side of you, Ysolda.
Why don't you stay a while? I liked that. I want more.
You're an interesting woman, Ysolda.
You're probably right. I have a long way to go before I'm ready for the kind of advanced trading I've been attempting. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but this isn't it. Now I just want to put the whole nasty business behind me.
You're turning over a new leaf.
No need to blow things out of proportion. Let's be honest, this is part of me. brief as life can be in Skyrim,
I'd rather be free to live my life as I choose.
I can agree to that. I also agree with what you say before. I want more too.
being friends has its advantages, huh?
If you have the same stamina in the bedroom as you do running around Skyrim, you must be a great fuck.
You've got to be kidding.
Well, duh.
Oh, man.